So what is Pinterest? It's a visual, pinboard style social sharing network where people discover and save ideas. Every idea is represented by a pin. So imagine like a bulletin board and you see something cool and you pin it up there. It's like a picture of something, a recipe or something, and you save it up there for later. It includes an image or a video and a description and a link back to the online source. Pinterest allows users to save and categorize images into different boards. Once a pin is added, others will see the pin on Pinterest on their home feed and can save the pin to their board. So it was founded in 2009 by some college friends who wanted a social networking site where people could show collections of things they were interested in. Today, Pinterest boasts more than 459 million monthly users with over 240 billion pins. So there's actually a little video available in the reading and in the full slide set. So take a look at that. Some key demographics. Now, Pinterest is not as widely used as, say, obviously Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, or Snapchat or anything like that. But 42% of females are on Pinterest in some form. Only 15% of males. It's a female-dominated platform for the most part. It tends to trend well across different age groups. Really, the only one that's bringing up the rear here is 65 and over, and even there, a significant amount. So there's a good representation of 18 and over through 65 on Pinterest. Now, I will say, I'm actually one of these males. I don't really interact with anybody on there, but I'm big into grilling, griddling, smoking meats, that type of thing. And so I actually follow a lot of recipes on Pinterest. So, and then I buy like barbecue sauce and things like that off Pinterest. So, see, it can work. 30% of urban folks are on Pinterest, 30% of suburban, and 26% of rural. So it really kind of depends on what your product is. Tends to be higher income folks, a little more highly educated than other platforms. Users are doers. They're looking to do something. So 93% of them use Pinterest to plan purchases. So they get ideas about, hey, let's reinvent how our house is laid out and let's buy some new couches, that type of thing. Let's look on Pinterest for some ideas, a sectional couch, that type of thing. 67% have discovered a new brand on Pinterest and 87% purchase something. That's a pretty good clip for people going there. So people going to Pinterest are looking to buy something. So if you're selling a product or a service that fits the Pinterest model, it's a pretty target-rich environment. So they spend about 45% more on gifts, 30% on fashion, 27% more on home decor, 5% on groceries. So these are more than what people not on Pinterest do. So I'm one of these people who's looking at the kind of the grocery end of it. So you can market on Pinterest, and there's several different places. You can market on a home feed, a pin, or a board. So for example, here you see a followmeaway.com. Obviously they're trying to push you to their website. 10 prettiest small towns in Italy you must see. Follow me away. So chances are people who click this are highly interested in traveling to Italy, and they're highly probably likely to start following followmeaway.com to plan their trip to Italy, which then followmeaway.com can run some ads for some travel agencies, that type of thing, and start making some revenue. So Pinterest-rich pins for businesses are product pins. So like, hey, I'm looking for this body makeup, or there I am, there's my recipes. Or articles about, hey, Forbes is saying, buy this type of bed. Or app pins, like, hey, you should check out this on the Apple App Store. They're all over it. You could have carousel pins where, let's say you have a photography business and you're trying to sell that business. You can do carousels and say, here's some of my portfolio. You can have Bible pins, so that's something that, hey, there's this, it kind of ties into the shop the look pins. Hey, this is an outfit you can buy right now. Just pick your size and we'll ship it to you. So Pinterest is rich pins for businesses. Again, these are people who, while it's not the amount of people on Facebook or Twitter, it is a target-rich environment in that most of the people on Pinterest are looking to buy something. So keep that in mind. Getting started with Pinterest as a business account, setting up a business account, there's some links provided in the reading. It's pretty straightforward. Hey, here's that hammock people again. Remember those from, I think, Instagram? Wow, pretty cool. They're on Pinterest as well. Makes sense. Setting up a business account is pretty straightforward. You need a profile picture, you need an about you section, you need a business location, create boards, titles, descriptions. Basically, like almost like a complete web page on Pinterest. And then add pins to your board. What are you trying to sell? What are you trying to represent? Here's an example of Red Bull, and you can see that they have a profile picture. They have their logo. You can follow them. It tells you, hey, redbull.com, gives you wings. That's their catchphrase. And then they have all these different categories of pins that you can look like. All right, I'm looking at travel. Boom, right there. Lifestyle, cool. I want to check that out. Inspirational quotes. I need to be picked up today. Health and fitness. Okay, looking to hit the gym or buy new gym shorts or something like that. You might be something you follow right here. Bike life. Okay, so you're looking like extreme sports, something like that. Pinterest, like all other social media platforms, has an algorithm that centers on pin quality, source quality, Pinterest rating, and the first 5 pins. So in a way, if you squint, it's kind of like a rating system like Amazon on a system kind of like Facebook, but more serious, more geared towards people who are actually looking to purchase something. So you should pin consistently and at optimal times. All right, how many pins per day? It really just depends on what you're into. Somewhere between 5 and 30. Best days and times are Saturdays, because a lot of people sit around on Saturdays and look at Pinterest. This is optional on Facebook. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter is kind of like a distraction from the work week. If you remember that, it's like the middle of the week, Tuesday through Friday, middle of the day type optimal. No, this is Saturdays, afternoons, and evenings is when people are on Pinterest. Now, actually, let me go back one more. Top subjects of the day. This is things people are looking for. Maybe people pick out on the weekend, so they're thinking about fitness on Monday. Tuesday, gadgets. Inspirational quotes on Wednesday, so we can make it to Friday, right? Thursday, we start thinking about the weekend, everything fashion. Friday, let's have some fun. Saturday, it's all about travel. And then Sunday, like I said, food and crafts. People eat too much and they're thinking about fitness again on Monday. Isn't that funny? So let's use high quality visuals, much like you did on Instagram, stuff that's very intriguing, stuff that catches the eye. Which one are you much more likely to like and to purchase? So which one are you going to pin? I mean, that says, hey, little red dress. This catches the eye. This is like, wow, that's a cool looking dress. I'm sure people are like, that's a beautiful woman. Maybe the flowers catch. I don't know, but this pin, this here gets pinned. Okay. People are looking for the visually attractive picture, so try not to put stuff on there that's not high quality. So again, man, these tinsels, they were all over Instagram. If you remember, this looks like the same game plan but on Pinterest. A little more information, because on Instagram this is a terrible description, but on Pinterest, when you have people who are a little more serious about buying, this is perfect. This is like a catalog entry. Do it. Definitely, I'm going to have to look into getting one of these. All right, between Instagram and Pinterest lecture videos, I am going to have to look into Tinsel's little flying tents. That looks pretty cool. Check that out. Here's another dog with a boot. Remember with Instagram, we had a dog in a coat. Should have been. Shouldn't surprise me. It's LL Bean again. Man, they have dogs and clothes. Here's the thing about that dog, man. He's got a little puppy in him. He's about to tear that boot up. Anyway, it catches. It's pinned. People look at it. Whole Foods kind of tells you what they are. There's like an ad paper here. WholeFoodsMarkets.com. This is what we do. Hey, looking to make something for Thanksgiving? Here you go. There's recipes for Thanksgiving. Cheese plates, coffee and tea. Look at this. Beautiful. Breakfast. This is so well organized. It sends me exactly where I want to go. Like if it's this time of year and I'm recording this in the fall and I'm thinking I'm gonna have a Halloween party, boom, right there, Halloween recipes. How do I make like ghost pigs in the blanket or something? Pinterest can help you answer that. You can showcase user-generated content. So if you were like your own clothing line, Pinterest is where it's at, man. Again, there's people that they're trying to buy. You can get started there. I teach for Spartanburg Methodist College, and I know we have an alum that used to play soccer here, and he has a line of ties, and he started on Pinterest. And in fact, I have a couple of his ties. Look at the bonding tie on Pinterest. You can buy a tie that actually buttons to your shirt so it doesn't flop around. It's pretty cool. Rainbow coconut smoothie bowls. This is very attractive to me. I want somebody to blend this up and send it my way. That's a very attractive pin. So you can run contests as well. Inspire your space with Minted and Sherwin-Williams. Create ultimate mood board with us on Pinterest for a chance to win $1,000 in prizes from Sherwin-Williams and Minted. So Minted is probably like a brand of paint that Sherwin-Williams sells, and they're trying to get you to basically decorate your board so you can win $1,000 for them. That's something your business can do as well. Provide tutorials, things like makeup tutorials, like, hey, you can do it this way, you can do it that way. These are 6 different ways to do eyeliner, different ways to wear scarves, different ways to tie a tie, that type of thing. You can add a save button to your website. So what you want to do is you've put something on here. So like, say this tutorial really hits home with your target market. Again, it's mostly female on Pinterest. Make sure you have the save button over here that they can just click and they forever have you pinned to their board, which means other people might be looking at their board and send your way too, and then you'll get more business as well. So again, that's reiterating what we were saying here. Advertising on Pinterest, that's a thing. Pinterest ads help people decide what to do and buy next. So if they search for something like eyeliner, you're in the shuffle there. And if more people pin you and more people like you, you'll be higher up in that list. So since people use Pinterest to find new ideas and products, it's a great platform for business to consumer brands. That's what B2C means. If it was B2B, it was business to business. But this is business selling directly to consumers. So Pinterest is an awesome platform for that, to leverage advertising, especially if your target audience is female. With Pinterest Ads Manager, brands can create, edit, and manage promoted pins. You can set a budget and target it. Here's a little more example. So you can have automated targeting towards like your specific demographics, people with different interests, keyword searches. So if they search eyeliner, it sends them to you, to your board, and customer lists. So they actually create customer lists that you can buy access to, and act-alike. So you can have an act-alike to where if they're following, I don't know why makeup's on my mind, but this is Pinterest, so it's largely female. So if they're following Maybelline, you can have a board that basically acts like Maybelline. So they kind of have like a template you can use to direct you towards a more professional look. So what's your awareness, what's your objectives here of your Pinterest ads? You want to build awareness, grow your reach, and build brand and product awareness. You want to get more traffic, content on and off Pinterest. Off Pinterest is like towards your website. So you want to get them to consider you. You want to convert them from curious to customer. So drive actions like online sales, signups, and subscriptions. Perhaps you have like a weekly email that you send out about sales, that type of thing. You want people to subscribe to that. And you want to increase your in-store purchases if you have a physical location, so your offline sales. That might be something like we did the example with, say, the cookie here. You can't buy that online. I mean, you can, but you could say, hey, come to our bakery, and that would be an offline sale. Types of Pinterest ads, they have basically a standard shop now. A video where you can, say with the eyeliner deal, where you can have an example there. Shopping experience where you can be able to click into a shop, browse, and look at different, say, clothes on different things. Carousel, where you scroll through, kind of like an Instagram type shop. And then collections. So like if you are a sports, women's tennis gear shop on Pinterest, and you wanted to be able to flip through different outfits that people can wear playing tennis, something like that. I don't know. You can also do custom bids and automatic bids. So you can make every dollar count. You can decide how much you want to spend and how long your ads will run. That's very consistent with the other platforms. Like, hey, daily, I want to spend $60 and I want to run this for 10 days. So if I spend $60 in 10 days, that's $600. So that's your budget. You can also look at the analytics, much like all the other platforms, and see where you're reaching, where you're failing to reach, how it's performing, and if you're getting your money's worth. So if you spend $600, you hope to get, a lot more than $600 in sales, right? That's called profit. So Caribou Coffee is one of the success stories on Pinterest. It's the second largest specialty coffee store in the United States. Imagine you can guess who number one is. The company uses Pinterest to inspire customers by sharing photos, memorable quotations, coffee drinks, and pins from others. So it gets people to advertise for them. So it'll have contests and different things, and encouraging people to say, hey, take a cool picture with coffee. And it's been a Pretty doggone good success. Um, Another one is Natura Makeup. This is wild. I guess Halloween type stuff. I hope no one's showing up to a random Monday, at work looking like this. Pretty sure that's a great way to get fired. But if you think about it, like the makeup tutorials would be pretty cool. When y'all show up in class looking like this, I'm gonna be a little bit nervous. So their COVID response, like everybody else, man. People were at home, they're online, they got bored, they started looking at Pinterest, they started buying things. I can say right now on Amazon, I wonder if Amazon's on Pinterest. I'm sure they are. I haven't really crossed those worlds over, but you ever get promnesia? You order something, prom box shows up on your doorstep, and you don't remember what it was because you've ordered so many things. People did that with Pinterest too. They did pivot towards, hey, these are some good things to keep you healthy. Both physically in terms of being exposed to the coronavirus, some information about it, and also, hey, we're all at home. You have to watch your mental health when you're at home and isolated a lot. So they were a good tool there. So Pinterest is aspirations looking forward is to own visual search. So if you say, hey, that's a cool looking pair of like custom socks, you could take a picture of it, put it on Pinterest, and it'd find it for you. That's the idea. So they want to kind of be like a artsy Google, if you will. So they want to change the future of search. They want to search ads targeting Pinterest searches, so they can say, hey, yeah, we have that. You were looking at these socks. Look at this person who sells them. So they want to move consumers from awareness to consideration to purchase. So that's conversion. And that's Pinterest. That's marketing with Pinterest. It's pretty straightforward. I got to be honest. I learned a lot about Pinterest in this chapter doing the reading and watching the video. I probably was underselling Pinterest a little bit. I think it really has some opportunities for you to advance your business if you're marketing. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care.